beauties. So, tried playing around with a different look, and also with the, if you watch the Sephora haul of the Stila Lippy, it is what it is. It's not really my style. I tend to do more darker, you know, or such, so, but if you like this look, stick around and you'll see how I did it. If you like what you see, make sure to just subscribe, hit the bell. It'll tell you when I upload new videos, and hit the thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and just tell me little, you know, what you would like to see, or whatever. Just keep it positive. And again, if you want to see how I did this, stay tuned. Hi, my beauties. So, I've already done my eyebrows, and if you saw my Sephora haul video, yeah, this is how they came out. That's the way they're going to stay. Already primed, set my eyes, and cleaned my palette, because it was like, but it's the You Can Be Twilight and Dusk. I'm going to go in with Blazing, and then I'm going to darken it with the Nefertiti. I found that that makes a very good, and I'm using my Luxie mini brush, just got in the Boxycharm, and it is Luxie 121. I love these brushes. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am losing my sight as I age, so I have a super magnifying mirror, because this one does 20 times, whereas this mirror does, I think it's 7 times. It's not quite enough to get the detail that I want, and I have hooded eyes, so I always go above where my crease is, and what that does is allow you to see the eyeshadow I'm putting on, but it does kind of give a little lifted look to the eye, I think, because it kind of draws everything up. Homemade cream sauce from scratch cream sauce, not canned. I just want you to see this. You can actually see the and we put sliced mushrooms in there, so it's not all ground up in that canned product. And it was funny, when I went to my doctor's office yesterday, they were like, "Wow, your makeup looks good. Never seen you in makeup." I'm like, I didn't sleep all night. But see, you can kind of see a little bit of how it just kind of gives a little, it's not like dramatic. But it does give a little bit. And as we age, that is a plus. You also don't want to come outside of the eye, because that will drag it down. So, and in my case, having a hooded eye is purely due to age. I've always had kind of like deep set eyes, but the hood thing has happened as I've gotten older. You do not have to be older to have hooded eyes. There are some that are quite young that have them. So this will work for you as well. It's not just an age thing. It is for me, but Now for the Nefertiti. And what I do is I come just below what I was doing. I love this Nefertiti. It has just enough red, but it has the darkness to give definition, as you can see. But it's not like super red like some of them. That does not look well on me. It makes me look sick. However, I will say it does make the green in my eyes stand out. Because when you're my sister's sister-in-law, her birthday is near Halloween, so she always has a big bash for Halloween for her birthday. And when me, Jerry, and my son went as zombies, my daughter did her traditional vampire. She didn't want to, go theme. And I lined my eyes with red, and my eyes were like glowing green. So it really does well for my eyes themselves, but it gives me the appearance that I should probably be heading to the hospital because I'm that sick. We're going to call that close enough. Set that to the side because I want to come into my pure midnight masquerade because I haven't been in it for a while. Because isn't that pretty? I think I'm going to come in with the green and then the purple. Can't tell. I thought these had names. They do. They're just very light. The green is mask off. And then the purple is disguise.
Well, you know what? We have sold out again of our Thanksgiving option. Pick this up for your Christmas holiday.
And for that,
and 61656 is your item number, and remember that Easy Pay is there for you as well. Thank you so much, Lauren. It's wonderful to work with you.
I'm going to use this brush. And I'm going to spray. Because these do have very good pigment, but because they are rather shiny, it just goes a little better when it's
show. I hope you stay tuned for that. Okay, guys. Well, continue shopping with us as Jill Bauer continues to take us through some great gift shopping ideas. And you know what? I've been looking around the set. There's a lot of
because this greenish is like a green gold.
Hi, Jill. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. We have a couple of hours of great gifts coming your way from 6 until 8 p.m. Eastern time this evening, and then at 8
Now another tip
will be joining me, and we have a full hour of Josie's collection
is
one day only in there, and everything in that show is on 6 easy payments.
when you're doing your transitions in your crease when you're older, you really, really want to go with a matte. I used to think I couldn't do shimmer anything. And then I realized I can. But it has to be like on the lid. And normally I would be going all the way into the corner. But I'm thinking I want to do kind of like a lighter in that spot.
We have featured them in Your Home with Jill. They have sold out every time they've been on the air. I have a brand new
and of course,
see this? Isn't that like just a pretty little touch?
We can't have any gaps.
Cool. On the end of it, my keys. I'm never digging into the bottom of my purse again. They're always right there. I have a set of 3 that are different colors done in enamel, and then I have a set of 3 that are different silhouettes that are all done in silver. You get all 3 of them. They are under $20. We give you individual boxes. They are the best stocking stuffer. One of my favorite items ever as a gift. Like, you don't know how much you'll appreciate it until you get one home and use it for the very first time. And I kind of need to tell you that that's the same way I feel about the Dyson Supersonic hair dryer.
I love how easy these are to work with. That's why I have this palette in my giveaway. Okay.
It does such an amazing job for your hair, not only in terms of speed, but maintaining shine, making sure that your hair smooths if you need it,
now,
volume if you need it. It's just a better way to dry your hair. The same way Dyson has been helping us find better ways to clean our home with their amazing technology and products. So,
and I have my doggy shopping for me.
At retail, the dryer alone is $399.99. We're giving you the dryer along with some great essentials so that you can really kind of start from your cleansing,
but
styling, your drying, and finishing.
There is no way I'm going to allow them to get me a Dyson blow dryer. I'm sure it is amazing. I will not pay that kind of price. And then it sold out back when it was on the air during Christmas in July. I know that this is a gift shop, but when people are thinking overall the holidays and the winter season, we like to do a little makeover for our home ridiculous. Here's a way to do that for that guest bath or I have a little piece of glue. This is their holiday print. And I use the House of Lashes that got in Boxy. And one of the nurses was like, "Are those your real eyelashes?" Nope. She's like, "Wow." She's like, "They look like they're your natural." Like, thank you. She's like, "How do you get them on so low?" OCD. Because they need to be right up against the lash line for me. There you go, right. And then here is the poinsettia collection. Very pretty, and that's on a creamier background with all that beautiful red and green. So let's tell the story of the hookless shower curtain, because it's great that they're pretty, but what people really love about this is how easy it is to put up. Now we do the other eye. And it's 3-in-1. So of course you get the shower curtain, and it has the mesh, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. But when you look at this, it's actually a woven polyester. So this isn't vinyl, so it's going to last for years and years. Very good quality. The next thing that makes it 3-in-1 is you have the rings that are attached. So no more dealing with these things, the twist and rust, and they're hard to pinch. And about a month ago, I was demonstrating this on television, and I cut myself. Oh, nice. So they're dangerous, too. You don't want that in your home. And then the last thing is, no dealing with that messy liner. You have a liner that snaps in and out. And it snaps in and out, Jill, at test level. You're not teetering on the edge of a slippery tub. You're not trying to find any kind of a step stool. So it's easy to take. Has anybody heard the song or looked it up, Baby Shark? Show how easy it is to take down. It has been stuck in my head for some time. That and the commercial with the zombies in the phone. You know, every time I'm like, I believe in miracles. You just hook the first one, right? And then again, you're going to take 2 and push and slide, push and slide, push and slide. No more dealing with those rings. No more I feel like he's talking to me with the push and slide. That's what we do with our wrinkly eyelids. We push, we slide. Okay. Now, I'm going to come in with Twilight. And it's this big right there. You can't go into a hotel without seeing Coco shower curtains. These have revolutionized the way people are using shower curtains, not only in their homes, but in their luxury hotels as well. It would have to be sturdy, it would have to be durable, it would have to be strong, not only withstanding day-to-day use in a home, but think of the type of abuse it would take, for lack of a better word, in a hotel setting. That's the quality of these. Don't let that price of under $20 fool you, because they're really excellent quality. These are really nice fabrications that are used, and the I watched a show on QVC, and they had these amazing deals that they had on clearance. If you're a cardinal lover, or you're really wanting to do something special for that guest bedroom and bathroom, and they had, you know, shoes and stuff, and everything was like marked down up to like 70% off. I was like, I need money. Monies. And it's, you know, just really at a distance looks like a pretty red floral.
And what you also, you don't get the rings, which you don't need those. You also won't have to deal with this. Yeah. And that's that shower curtain that gets soap scummy. It has, don't get near it. Okay. Because you're pretty and black. No, but it's got hairspray residue. It has self tanner. It has soap scum. It has Wen particles. So this is difficult to clean, and not only is it difficult to clean, it's difficult to take down. Right. I've heard of people that
so far that's what we've got. Now I might use that one as a blush. Thank you.
Most people don't cleaning it, they just throw it out and buy a new one. Right, especially for guest rooms. You don't want your guests to come in and see.
I think I'm going to do a little detail with that Nefertiti.
Cardinal, snowflake, poinsettia. Over 800 of these have now been requested. You haven't seen these since July 25th. Can I also let you know this Easy Pay plan? We put it on a 5 easy payments, so it's only $4 a month. That will go away at the end of the day. So if it is something that you're interested in, if it's maybe you're taking that moment and thinking, I didn't even think about the fact that I could change the shower curtain in my bathroom.
Move that corner.
A little more festive for the holidays. Well, gosh, everybody, we're making sure that our powder rooms and our entryways and our staircases and our sunrooms are all festive for the season. Here is a really easy and inexpensive way to make over those bathrooms. And that sheer panel, I think, was really based on a customer request back in the day, Greg, because people felt like the whole shower curtain top to bottom didn't ever give them a chance to sort of look out, or in a dark bathroom have light come in.
Right, so a lot of people can feel claustrophobic in there, so you can see out, but all anybody can see is a silhouette of your head.
Yes.
Especially important if you have kids or grandkids, you want to get that 3-minute shower in. The second the water turns on, Mom, he hit me, honey, where's my black belt? Yeah. You know, everything happens for those 3 minutes. Also, it allows the steam to come out. So without that, sometimes you get that billowing effect with the shower curtain, or the floor gets wet. So this allows the steam. It also allows light to come in if you're trying to shave your legs or put on that self tanner. So it's
okay.
Can you show one more time?
Now, we blend. My favorite blender is the Elizabeth Mott.
You can do this under 20 seconds. I can do it in 6 or so.
$4 for Easy Pay.
I did forget one little thing.
Hey, by the way, if you've never shopped with QVC before and you've never seen a shower curtain like this, if this is your very first QVC purchase, we'll take $5 off your first purchase. If it's this, it now just costs you $14.98. Sweet. So we have that
highlight in there.
Is your poinsettia. We have your gorgeous taupe white combination of the snowflakes, and then of course we have the holly and berry and those gorgeous red cardinals.
And this is just an extremely pale pink. And it does well for highlighting. Now we blend. I always start with the top here where I highlight. And when I use glitter, I just kind of lightly go over so that the colors kind of smush in together. And at least with the pure, that is super simple. I don't know if you saw it, but I already did it.
The brown is what's in front of Emily, and then this color here, which is gray, we're calling this one natural because that's kind of the natural color of the stone. Yeah. All right, so natural is gray, brown is brown. Let's talk about these. Well, these are from Homedics, as you said.
But as you can see, the difference. I don't like things looking harsh, but as I've always said, what you do with your makeup is your own art. So I don't feel that it's up to anyone to sit there and say, well, this is the way it has to be done. Nope. Do your own thing. Take tips from people, but you know, and see what works for you, because what works for one person may not work for another. There's things I've tried that I was like, oh dear Buddha, what have I done? Now, one thing that I usually do off camera is, yeah, sometimes I use a tape. Other times I don't. I just clean it up, create the line. It does help when I do it this way. I don't get that harsh line.
Or even a dorm room, or an assisted living facility. What's my assembly, Emily? What am I doing with this when I get it at home and want to operate it for the first time?
It's the problem with the Nefertiti.
Separate. Underneath there's a pump, and you just have to kind of screw it together. It just takes about 2 or 3 minutes. Am I using tools for that?
It has serious fallout.
And then you fill it with water, put a lot of water in it, and you'll see it engage. And what I love is you plug it in and let it go. When you want to turn it on, you have that simple on and off. Look how fast that starts up. That on and off toggle switch. And even though the water is dripping and running and so beautiful, I want you to see around here is completely dry. There's nothing steaming or splashing. Right, good point. The measurement on this is going to be about...
So basically, that's what I do for cleanup.
7 1/4 inches front to back.
And I'm going to finish, and I'll be back. Be like magic. Let's see. Okay, so this is the finished look. What I did was I put the black in the waterline, and then I took the purple, put it down here and a little bit on the top. On the bottom, I took a brush and just kind of smudged it out a little bit so it wasn't so... I have the black line and the purple line, and it has that blend. And then this is the Stila lipstick that I got in my Sephora for, how when you spend so much. and everything. And I think it has too much of a purple hue to it for me. I don't know. It's just not my, I mean, it went on great. It feels great. It's just not my cup of tea. I needed a little more nude than what it is. So, again, if you like what you see, subscribe, ring the bell, hit the thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. And until then, goodbye, my beauties.